So I just got an email from Airbnb saying your listing is at risk of suspension or removal, and I am really devastated. I'm shocked. So we had a guest come about 2 weeks ago, and he stayed. He checked in. He stayed for about 6 hours. He, ate dinner, hot tub, the whole thing, and he sent us a message around 10 p.m. saying that he heard a window in the back of the house open and then shut, and he was scared and thought, and he packed up all of his stuff and he was leaving. So we call him and we're like, everything is okay. This is a really safe community. It's a small cabin community down, a 7-mile dead-end road in rural Virginia. The property's on 2 acres. The window in the back of the house that he was referring to is 6 feet off the ground, horizontal window. Literally, you would have to have a ladder to break in. We tried to reassure him of all these things. We offered to have the police come. He said no. And we asked, did you hear any voices? Did you see anything? He said no, he didn't see anything, but he felt unsafe. And we're like, okay, like I understand. If we can't change your mind, like we tried to change his mind, he wouldn't change his mind. He said, well, I'm not turning around now. So the next day he cancels his reservation. So according to our cancellation policy, he got 50% of the rest of his stay refunded back to him. All right, fine. Cost of doing business. Later that day, he filed a claim to get 100% refund, and we denied it as a host because we have a moderate cancellation policy. He already got 50% of his stay back. Airbnb said that they were going to look into it and make a determination, and they sided with me as the host. So I thought everything was done, but apparently they allowed Joe to write a review. He wrote the review. We just saw it last night. It was a 1-star overall, 1 star down the line for cleanliness, accuracy, value, everything, 1 star. And I'm like, and in the narrative of the review, he said that we're greedy. Airbnb is only in this for the money. We don't put safety first. He heard someone trying to break in. I'm like, what? Look, you heard something that was probably the wind. We know that our back door in that laundry room where the window was, it's not dead bolted, and so when the wind comes, it does make a jiggle sound. I know it had to have been something like that. If anything, he said in his message to us, he heard the window open and shut. He went and he looked and it was shut. In his review, he said, I heard the window slide open, so I went and I looked, and the window was ajar. So I pointed this out to Airbnb, and I said, please have this retaliatory review removed. And I pointed out the inconsistencies in his stories that are on the Airbnb platform in writing. He just made disparaging comments against me, against Airbnb. And, he mentioned the fact that we didn't give him a refund in his review. That goes against Airbnb policy. I thought it was a no-brainer. Airbnb got back to me and told me that they were not going to remove his review. Our rating tanked from 5 stars down to a 4.91. We have not been getting any bookings on this listing, and then I get this email from Airbnb telling me that my listing might be removed. I'm shocked. And Airbnb, we've been hosts for years, right? Superhost. I travel with Airbnb. I stand up for Airbnb. I can't believe that this is what's happening. I'm not going to mix my words. This is frightening for hosts. This is absolutely frightening for hosts that one man can come, make a baseless, serious accusation, and then poof, my investment is gone. I poured my entire life savings into renovating this cabin for guests. We take hosting and hospitality extremely seriously, and Airbnb is telling me that they might take it away from me. Again, this is frightening for hosts, and I'm devastated and I'm heartbroken that this is how I'm being treated by Airbnb right now.